Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Bob's Pilot. Currently on John, currently on Yamas, the best boat in the BVI. About a 40-foot Catspace. Normally I'm out here with the wife, but today I'm by myself. Trying to go from Hodges Creek over to Treasure Island, which is Norman Island. By myself today. Wife and friends don't show up for a few days. Got tired of sitting at the marina, so decided to go sailing by myself. Nice catamaran. A little bit windy today, so we're doing pretty good already. 7.4 knots, 19 knot true wind speed. Pretty sweet. Sails are up, looking good. On our way to Norman Island. That's what you gotta do. You gotta have some adventure in your life. Don't be afraid to go out there by yourself. This boat is so easy to sail by yourself. Look at it. It's fantastic. A little bit windy, but that's good. You need that for sailing. Autopilot's good. Nothing left to do. Just chill. Watch the waves. All good. So a little bit rolly with Yamas here. Yamas is pretty stout for the seas. So got some rollers out there. But Yamas is taking it pretty good. So this is the inside of Yamas. Pretty sweet. Doing pretty good. Yeah, only doing about 6.5 knots going downwind, but we're gonna get there pretty quick. Probably about I'd say 45 minutes we'll be over at Norman Island, and be just in time for the weather to roll through after that. So hopefully we beat it. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So I did put a life vest on, and generally that's a good idea, especially if you're sailing by yourself. But anyways, we have possibly some weather might catch some. So to make sure that if I have to do anything crazy at prepared, it's all good. Right now, we're doing pretty well. I almost see the island from here. Just passing Road Town, which is right over there, which is good news. So, no, not too much left from Road Town. Only about 4 miles or so. So, just under an hour. We'll be over in Norman Island. Doing good so far. Nice morning. All good. All right, we're just all on butt right now. Check it out. It's pretty cool. We got, I would say, maybe, I don't know, mile and a half to go. We're doing good, and the weather, just missed the weather, was pretty sweet. So the weather is over here. Just missed it. Awesome. Love it. Everything's working out great. A little bit windy, but good sail. I mean, you can't have good sail without wind. So everything's working out good. This is just like some of the things that we get to do. Pretty fortunate to be able to do all this kind of stuff. So Yamas is a great boat. If you guys, anyone has a family, it's laid out as a owner's version, so it's pretty cool. Kids can go on one hull. You got two cabins, and then you have the owner's cabin, which is one hull completely to mom and dad. So I love it. This is a really good boat. Once we get over to anchor, I'll show you around. Right now, just kind of pay attention to what's going on out here. This is probably the only, I think this is the only boat this size. I mean, it's super small for a boat that has a fly bridge. So this is the smallest catamaran manufactured that actually has a fly bridge, which is pretty cool because you can sit up here and you can see everything. And what's really cool, you can lay back here. Pretty sweet boat. I think it's the best boat out there to rent if you're a family. It's just absolutely perfect for a couple. Just love it. It's fantastic. Yamas is probably the best boat in the charter fleet, I think. If you're a family of three or it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. All right, we are get close. That's Norman Island right there. That's the Indians right there. If you can see it, it's by that sailboat. If it shows up. So I got the line set up down there on the bow, on each side. I might attempt to pick up a mooring ball. Maybe try give it 3 attempts. It's gonna be tough in the wind and by yourself. So, but there's this one little cove that I like. It's called Kelly Cove. Beautiful and away from everything. So make an attempt at that. See it happens. What happens? Got to hustle when I'm there, especially with the wind, to see if I can get this ball. But other than that, just anchor. It's all good. If I can't get that ball, just anchor. So I'll be there in 20 minutes. All right. Check this out. This is pretty cool. So we got right there is called the Indians, right where that sailboat is. And that is where you go snorkeling. This right here is Pelican Island. And coming up to that Norman Island right there. So it's kind of like an off full time right now to go snorkeling. But you got a catamaran out there. Then you go. But all by themselves out there, which is pretty cool. You're on anytime I trip the Indians by yourself, that's a good day. But not so much when it's windy. I don't know. Pretty rough out there. Hopefully they're having a good time. We're almost at our destination. Love it. Didn't even have to tack. Perfect planning. I love it. All right, coming into Norman Island. You can see how windy it is. So this up here, this is Kelly's Cove, and it's you can see that the wind is way different than it is over there. So it's nice and calm over here, and pretty picturesque. So I'm gonna try to pick up that mooring ball. Let's see what happens. All right, so I made it, Norman Island, and I picked up the mooring ball. The only casualty is I lost my hat. Had it all the way here in 25 knot winds. Didn't lose it until I tried picking up the mooring ball. So, got the mooring ball. Probably took me about 3 minutes or so. So, there's the mooring ball. And standard thing, everyone's out on their boat watching you to see how much you screw up. I think they're severely disappointed, especially these guys over here. But here we are. Yamas is sitting in a perfect spot in Norman Island. Now you would think that it's calm out. It's not. So it's yeah, it's right around the corner over there is the bay where Willie T is, and so that's gonna be ripping with wind. It's really 20 knots out there right now, about 18 to 20. And, even though you can't tell, right around the corner, it's just ripping through the mooring fields over there. So this is literally the best place in Norman Island to get a mooring ball and hang out, just like, I don't know, 50 feet away from the cliff right here. It's pretty sweet. So, sitting in about 20 feet of water, and give you a tour of Yamas. So here's the fly bridge right here. Which is so super cool because you can lay right here. It's just so perfect. So perfect. Alright, so I'll give you the tour on the inside. This door right here, this actually comes up, swings up like this, and this whole area opens up. I'm not going to open it up because I like the AC. So here's the inside. So cool. Perfect for a couple that wants to come sailing. So I'll give you the real quick tour here. It's just so fantastic. I love this boat. All right, so here's the master suite. So this is like an owner's version. So check this out. Love it. Got like plenty of storage and everything like that for, look at that. Crazy. It's like a condo on the water. Love the bath. Look at that. It's fantastic. Stand-up shower. Beautiful boat. Beautiful boat. Love it. And then you got the other side. Now the other side's you got the two cabins. I'm just going to bring you in one of them. All right. That's what it looks like. The other side looks basically the same, but it's a little bit messy there. Yeah, a little bit messy, so I'm not going to show you that part. Totally cool. Love it. Easy to sail, perfect for a couple. Absolutely stunning place right here. Absolutely stunning. I love it. So, probably going to go snorkeling in a little bit. Try to see if I can find that hat, since the wife got it for me, Heidi. So you're seeing her in a few days with her friends, but until then, I might just chill right here. The weather's supposed to get pretty windy and wavy, even more than it is now. So from here, I got a short sail to pick them up over at Soper's Hole on the west end on a few days. But I'm sitting next to Meerkat. I've seen this boat around. I don't know who owns it. It's a Lucia 40. But yeah. Might go hiking too. I don't know. But right now, I just need a nap. All right. All right, time to take the dinghy and see if the restaurant is open for the season yet. Look at this, beautiful. There's the clear water. All right, let's get going. I'm over here at the Pirate's Bite now, just chilling, but check this view out. So one of my favorite drinks on here is lime and coconut. It's so good. Love it. Ooh, just got some brain freeze from drinking that. Oh, anybody get brain freeze? Alright, so I'm gonna get some lunch here. So what are the wings? Hot. Gotta get our wings hot. Yeah, that's what I love. Nice Indian. Pretty good. Not super hot, but still pretty good. Winner. Yeah, so I'm still a little bit hungry, so ordered the Cajun mahi mahi sandwich. And this is what it looks like. Not like a ton of mahi, but I expected this island stuff. So right now is just starting the season. These guys have only been open from the 1st of October. So if you look out here, you can see mooring balls everywhere out there. That's what the Catamaran's on over there, and that boat over there, and those down there by the Willie T. Now, in the season, every single one of these will be filled, along with power boats in here at Anchorage. And it is a complete nightmare. And everyone's racing to get the first ball that's open to tie up to. Just insane amount of boats that are out during the season and the BVIs. So this is really the best time to come. There's no doubt about it. And right when they start opening up, and there is nobody here. I love it. And except for a few people over there, but for the most part, this is so peaceful. Nobody's blaring their music on the boats like they normally do during the season, so that's pretty nice. So I was gonna go for a hike, but I think it's a private island now, and I really don't feel like going for a hike right now. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go back to the boat, maybe swing by the Willie T, show you what that looks like when there's nobody there. Pretty cool. All right, back to the dinghy. All right, coming up to the Willie T. So during the hurricane, the previous Willie T sank. So this is the new one. So it's new and improved. I don't know, but this is the new Willie T, and it's basically the party place here at Norman Island. In the season, man, it's so hard to even find a place to tie up your dinghy on this boat. People get so drunk they take the wrong dinghy. It's pretty crazy. They jump off the back, sometimes naked. But here's Willie T. that's where they jump off, right there in the back. Back to the boat. Choppy there. That was getting a little wild. So the boat just stalled. Man. So let's even start this thing back up. All right, let's see if we get this thing going. Don't want to be stuck here. What's over there? Wow, that took forever to get that thing going again. But I finally got it going. Back at the boat. Give you a little tour on the outside here. Absolutely gorgeous. That's the boat. Oh wow. It's like after, man, like 5 minutes out there adrift in the dinghy. It wouldn't start. And but I figured it out. It was just this pinched gas line right there. The one that goes in right next to the cap. It goes in there. It was pinched from that tank. The tank slides around, so just pinched the fuel line. And good thing I figured it out, because I really didn't want to have to oar in. That would be miserable. But back on the boat, and even better, I am currently the only one in this nice cove. Look at this. Nobody. Love it. Ah, nice. So now just maybe chill out on the deck, watch the boats go by, maybe play some music, get the AC going inside the boat, make it cool. And that's about it till dinner time. So let's get to it. No sooner than I said I'm here by myself. I'm up here on the top of the boat, just chilling in the lounge things here, cushions. In comes a monohull. They're thinking about it. They're thinking, ah, man, I don't know, should we go over there? Yeah, I think they're a little bit intimidated by the cliffs and stuff, but this is like literally the best place in Norman, I think. But yeah, I think they're gonna come over here. Well, there goes the peace and quiet for the night. I don't know, there's been like 3 or 4 people that came here and then left, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just gonna chill here, read my book. Bam! The Virgin Islands book, The Cruising Guide to the Virgin Islands. Gives me every detail about every place here in the Virgin Islands. So just gonna read that, hang out, chill for a little bit. That's it for now. That's all I'm doing. Alright, here comes the attempt to pick up the mooring ball. And they passed it. This is literally the entertainment that everybody watches when they're on the boat, is people trying to pick up a mooring ball. So this is good. They're on a monohull. This is pretty easy. But they're actually getting close to where they're going to run aground because they're turning the boat towards the rocks. Oh man, that's not good. They're going to have to put that in reverse. I think they got lucky in that monohull by not running aground yet. They definitely don't want to go for the red one. The red one is what they use for snorkeling and stuff like that. I think they're going to try for the red one. That is not the place to be. They decided that that's not the place to be. Yeah, it can be a bitch sometimes trying to get these mooring balls. Right now it's like super calm, so it's like easy. But you don't come at them the right way. The wind's coming from a different direction than what you're going into. Yeah, you don't want to do any of that stuff. So you're gonna make their second attempt getting this mooring ball. Maybe that's the reason why people don't want to come in here, because it's like super tight maneuvering and hard to get the ball if you don't know what you're doing in such tight spaces. So this is their second attempt to get close. And they passed it again. I don't think they know what stop is on the boat. That person at the helm, I didn't see them touch the throttle at all, so this could be a while. We'll check back later. I knew it was too good to be true, so they actually picked up a mooring ball. But there they are. It's alright. Good news is, like, if anything bad happens, there's somebody around, so you got that. You never know. So, but would have been out here all by ourselves. But it's nice to have somebody around, I guess. Alright, good morning. So I spent the night out here at Kelly's Cove. A few of the other people showed up. Got that guy right there who was yesterday trying to get the mooring ball. The new guy right here. And now we got the dive people over there. But we got coffee. And about to go snorkel right out there. Before we go, I'm gonna lift up the back, so that's gonna come up right there. So let me do this real quick. and we'll lift up the back, which is really cool on this boat. So got a little switch right here. All right, do a little lockdown thing here real quick. Look at this, the entire boat opens up. Okay. Look at this, beautiful day. Just waiting for the sun to come right overhead, and then go snorkeling. Just jump in, check it out. I've never snorkeled here in this cove, but it looks pretty popular since they do have a dive thing over there, so it must be good. So that'd be pretty cool. A little bit later, a couple hours. Just waiting for that sun to get right overhead so you can get the crystal clear water with the sunlight coming through. All right, until then, I guess it's just gonna be chill time and maybe do some cleaning on the boat, and then you know, hang out, cup of coffee on the top, and then see how the day goes. Just chilling today, waiting for the wife and friends to show up on the west end. I'll go pick them up and go from there. But just chilling right now. All right, sun's up, water's looking good. It's hard to see the colors on the GoPro, but about to jump in, see what we can see in the water. So I just got done snorkeling here at the cove right there. It's pretty good, you know. You can just jump off the boat, so it's pretty nice. And a hat sitting in, I saw the hat that I lost yesterday. It's sitting in 30 feet of water, so I'm gonna have to attempt to go get that maybe tomorrow or later today. But just in time, because the The tourists showed up and they're in the boat over there. They're gonna go out and do their snorkeling, so yeah, a lot of people over there in that boat jumping in. I guess they found out that this is a good spot, so now they're bringing all the snorkelers here instead of over at the caves. So that's not good, but anyway, it is what it is. But it's best when they're not here, because then the fish come back. And it's the same with the caves. You go over at the caves, when the tourists are there, the fish leave, and then when the tourist boat leaves with all the snorkelers, the fish come back. So you really have to time it out either way on where you want to be. But right now, kind of just chill, dry off, and then maybe go for a hike and some lunch over at the Bite. So, but beautiful day. Picturesque down here at Norman Island. So, just gonna go chill. All right, back over at the Bite. Lunchtime. Got the Jamaican jerk. Looks fantastic. Look at that. Man. Man, I'm high hopes for this. I bet you it's gonna taste fantastic. Looks way better than the Cajun mahi yesterday. Let's check it out. I'm gonna check this out. Let's see what this looks like. Mmm, that sauce. Mmm. Mmm. I'd say this is a winner. Definitely get the Jamaican jerk extra sauce. I think it's a winner. All right, key lime pie time. Love key lime pie. Let's see how good this is. Look at that. Fantastic. Love it. Homemade, so pretty good. Mm. Mm. Yeah, definitely gotta get a key lime pie. Really good. Rain stopped. It's really pouring. What? All good now. Smooth sailing. Boating meal of champions right here. SpaghettiOs. That's what you gotta eat out here. You don't want to go all the way into the restaurant. It's really good though. Cheap meal. SpaghettiOs, love SpaghettiOs. Should be like every single boat sponsor. SpaghettiOs should be sponsoring Yamas out here. But that's the meal for tonight. SpaghettiOs. But our view's good. Should be raining tonight though, so just chilling. All right, well, good morning. Time to pack up and start heading over to Soper's Hole. Looks like a nice day out there. Beautiful. So like calm right now in this harbor that the mooring ball is underneath the boat, which kind of sucks. But I have to have this boat swing around and then undo the mooring ball and then head over to Soper's Hole. Alright, got the sails up. Leaving Norman Island, that's in the background right there. Heading over there actually, but the wind is gonna kind of have to zigzag today. So it's a beautiful day to sail. So not any big waves, nothing like that, nothing like the other day. So it should be easy. Very nice, very nice. Currently going about 5.4 knots and 11 knot speed, so that's pretty good. 10 knots of true wind speed, and going at 5 knots now. So beautiful day, beautiful day. Hopefully we'll get over there, and hopefully there's something to do in Soper's Hole. I haven't been there for a long time, ever since the first time we ever have been in the British Virgin Islands, when we were on Island Angel, a small hunter monohull, and the forestay snapped through the boom down onto the deck, and we made it into Joost Van Dyke, and then had to tow over to Soper's Hole to get it fixed. So that was the last time I was there. So hopefully there's a bunch of new stuff, because it was kind of like touristy. Probably don't want to be here, but we'll check it out, see what's changed, and let you know. But until then, it's just smooth sailing right now. Look at this, beautiful. Nobody around. All right, I just set up all my lines up there, just to be ready for when I try to pick up a mooring ball over at Soper's Hole. And currently looks like let's see here. Oh, not too far away, not too far away. So it looks like, looking at this, about a mile and a half to go. That's us. We're going there, and so probably have to do one more turn, then pull the sails down, and then go into the harbor. So, and then that'll be my entire day for today as far as sailing. Pretty easy. But just beautiful day. Look at this, just gorgeous day. No sailboats out. Love it. During the season, this place would be packed with boats everywhere. But right now, this is perfect time to go. Second part of October, everything's just starting to open up. The only bad thing is, like, they don't have a lot of the, well, they have a lot of the food that's on the menu, but they're missing like the good stuff that's on the menu, like lobster. It's not in season yet. The conch fritters, which is always the best thing I like, unless it's Anegada lobster. But yeah, a lot of those aren't on the menu. If you are going to get it, it's probably been frozen and all that kind of stuff, so it's not that. But yeah, last night, spaghettios and meatballs. That's good. Today is probably going to be top ramen, you know, just and baked beans, can of baked beans. Pretty cheap if you really want to do it cheap down here, and that's what you know. It's just as nice sitting on the boat as it is at a restaurant. It's just that you have to cook it yourself, and cook anything you want really on Yamas. It's got an oven and a stove, and it has a little grill, so you just go to the store, get whatever you want, cook it on the boat. Enjoy your harbor, enjoy the boat, enjoy your scenery. Look at that. Fantastic, fantastic. So I think I'm just going to put the camera down for about a minute, so you can just, like, instead of listening to me, you can hear the waves if the mic doesn't mess it up with the wind. But I'll put it down here just for a minute. that's what it's like kind of sailing on the BVI. It's nice and calm, peaceful, easy. Easy, easy, easy. So there's a few boats out here now. You can see them in the background over there. And there's actually one up here. But they don't even have their sails up. I don't get it. I mean, one behind me is like on a perfect beam to the wind, and it's I mean, you come to the BBIs, you come to sail. I don't know why they're just motoring. They're motoring from Tortola over to Norman Island, and they're on a perfect spot to just put the sails up and sail on over and have some fun and do whatever. But anyways, maybe that's just me, but I guess people just like being on a sailboat, but they don't like putting up the sails. I don't know. It's the whole fun though, is putting up the sails, doing some sailing, getting point A to point B just under the wind. That is the way to do it here. Love it. But we got coming up to another jibe in about maybe 5 minutes. Last jibe I was a little bit rusty. Didn't go as smooth as I was hoping it was gonna, but I'm gonna correct my mistake and hopefully be smoother this time. So I think that one went better, way smoother. A little bit 10 more to the left. And let's see if we can catch our boat. He's really dead ahead, right up there. Under motor. We got him on a hole here to the left, under motor. So let's see what we do. But anyways, Yamas, this is the boat to rent if you got a family, man. This is it. Family of three couples, 6 people. Yeah, it's just perfect boat, easy to sail. Obviously, I'm doing it by myself, so you don't really have to have that much experience. You gotta have a basic understanding of how to sail a boat, but for the most part, easy as easy can be. So I don't think we're gonna be catching that catamaran. He's almost turned in right where we need to go. So he's under power. He's way down there. Didn't make up too much ground on him. But we're going about well, we're beating the monohull. He's right there. But our speed we got right here, right around 6 knots. It'll jump between 6.1, 5.8, and nice downwind sail. Nice downwind sail. Almost there. Probably another 30 minutes. And I'll turn the boat into the wind, lower the sails, and we're good. Alright, we're finally here. Our spot that we're going to is right there. And we got a nice big yacht, pocket and everything. Standard stuff. And there's that sailboat that's on power. And we got another cat back there, boats behind us. But they're all under power. Not real sailors, I guess. But yeah, we still have the sails up right now. Beautiful little strait right here. So since all the boats behind us are going to be going through that inlet, we're going to put the sails down right here in this strait. So we'll have a lot of room to do it. I don't have to worry about those other boats because they're going to be turning to the right there. So I guess let's get to it. So I got the sails down. All good. Took me about probably 2 minutes to do all that. And now just heading into the inlet over there. And it'll be all good. Just pick up, see how windy it is, see how much the current is. Maybe I'll pick up a mooring ball. Maybe I'll anchor. I don't know. Last night was awful with the mooring ball slamming against the boat last night. That was awful. So a little bit of an adventure getting into here. The current is super strong. And so I tried picking up a mooring ball right out there. And the current pushed me back so hard. I had it hooked, and then I couldn't get the hook off, and so I lost the hook to pick up the mooring ball. It sank. Pretty strong current, and so I anchored instead. And the problem anchoring here is they decided to put up mooring balls in every single location that they possibly can, all over this place. Normally you would anchor right here, but they put up 30 mooring balls right where you can anchor. So I'm literally sitting in the only spot that you can possibly anchor. And so my chain is like, anchor is way out there by that mooring ball, just to the right, and about 120 feet, sitting in 20 feet of water. And so I don't know about that, but we got pretty close to shore here, so hopefully it won't swing. I'm gonna go see if I can buy a new hook, but we don't seem to be dragging. It seems to be holding well. So actually we got let's see, it's 180 feet. 180 feet. No, it's not 180 feet. Yeah, it's 180 feet of chain out. Sure, 20 feet wide. So pretty close to 7 to 1, but anyways, the seems to be holding. We're not drifting. So well, sorry about the ending to that. The GoPro battery gave out at the end there, but I did eventually get a hook. I got it on shore over Voyage Yachts. Actually gave me a used one, which is fantastic. They're all sold out of. They didn't have any new ones. They get all of them in bulk, and they're completely out since the season was starting and everything like that. So those got to be shipped in. But they were fantastic. They gave me a used one for free, which is super nice of them. And but everything went downhill from there, though. That was everything went downhill. The wife and our friends couldn't get to the West End. The ferry did not run from St. Thomas to the West End as advertised on their website over in St. Thomas. So St. Thomas really need to get it together over there with their website. It's really is amateur, that website that you guys have for ferry schedules. But that was like the least of the problems. So I get back to the boat, and I had to pull the anchor up and motor over to the West End. So I pull up the anchor, and it gets wrapped around a mooring ball at the base of the mooring ball. And not only is it wrapped around the mooring ball, but it's in a crab trap. So the anchor actually went down into a crab trap, and man, 23 feet of water it was sitting in. So I had to bring the boat up to the mooring ball, and basically get in the dinghy tied the boat off to the mooring ball, dived down 23 feet with no weight belt, and lift a 50-pound plus anchor out of a crab trap and unwind it around the mooring ball. I was lucky I got it done on the first attempt. It was quite sketchy. You know, when every time you do something like this, you really want to have somebody else around. But you know, it was just me, super sketchy, but I made it happen. And I lost a fin going down and a fin going up. So it was a one-time deal, and it just worked out great that happened. So pulled the anchor up and then motored all the way to Road Town and into the wind the entire way. It took me about, man, I want to say 3 to 4 hours to get there. And then the wife and the friends cleared customs, super slow clearing customs in Road Town when you're taking the ferry. I wouldn't suggest ever doing that. So it took them hours just to clear customs. So we get back on the boat and you know, change of plans. So I had it all planned out, going from Soper's Hole over to Joost Van Dyke and everything like that. But so we had to change that around and go back to Norman Island. And we ended up having to sail at night from Road Town to Norman Island. So that's a little sketchy in itself. So, but we did it. And we got back at the same place. As you know, one of our friends was a little bit timid about being on camera, so I didn't film any of the adventure after that. But it was definitely an adventure, and I kind of wish I had some film of it. But it was definitely wow, all kinds of crazy stuff happened. But next adventure be next week, and it's not a sailing adventure, but it is one of the ultimate places that me and the wife like to go. And I think I personally think it's one of the best places that I've ever been. But anyways, check it out, and thank you again for watching Lost Pilot.